In our last Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, we talked to Kreia and became a Jedi Weapon Master. We talked to Atton and learned how to play Pazak in our head. And, we talked to Beder and turned him into a Jedi. It's a lot of important conversations, and this is maybe not as important one, in the big scheme of things, but it's still a very useful one. It's the reason I've been, doing some slightly out-of-character things with HK-47. It's a lot of good tactical advice, if nothing else.
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master? State.
And earlier he mentioned that he killed Jedi, so we want to learn some tips. And just for the occasion, I've put on a dark Jedi robe. Just, look the part.
Request. First, Master, I would appreciate it if Jedi need to be killed, that you permit me to kill those annoying pseudo-pacifists for you. But if you are determined to do it yourself, then there are many techniques I would suggest. Recitation. First, weapon selection is critical. If I see one more idiot attacking a Jedi with a blaster pistol, then I'll kill them myself. Answer. Select grenades, sonic screamers, cluster rockets, and plasma charges. Mines are also effective, since many Jedi will run to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Silly Jedi. Addendum. Gas attacks are effective if you can take the Jedi by surprise. Inhalation is less effective than ones that work on skin contact, as some Jedi seem to be able to hold their breath for long periods of time. Cautionary. Still, don't rely on it, since Jedi can fight off the effects. It just distracts them, leaving them open to another avenue of attack. Recitation. Do not forget to activate any energy shields you possess. Lightsabers, while powerful, have trouble penetrating most military-issue energy shields, provided they are energy shields and not those crude Mandalorian melee shields. Answer. Countering their other powers is more difficult. Confession. I do not fully understand their other abilities, but I do know that many of them require that the Jedi know that you are there and can see you. Thus, sniping and using cover are always advantageous. Evaluation. A technique that Revan used frequently was to attack a Jedi indirectly. This method only works if the Jedi is adhering to the self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice. Answer. Kill their allies or place them in jeopardy. Many Jedi will leave themselves exposed in order to protect another. That is why there are many less Jedi than there were a decade ago. Cautionary. Oh no, Master. In fact, that is the worst thing you can do. Explanation. Statistically, over-planning the assassination of a Jedi seems to backfire. Extrapolation. There are many theorists who claim Jedi can see the future, and I do not know if that is true, but it seems impulsive acts are more common to succeed than planned incidents. Jedi, like sand kivers, seem to sense trouble a few seconds before it happens. They are tricky little pests.
That particular lecture gives you some permanent bonuses to your stats, which is handy, and also 1,000 XP. There's another plot or conversation line that requires you pass that particular influence check, and really, I'm just going to sort of skip through it.
Strangely enough,
it more or less he explains what Atton has already explained about the Sith assassins.
And as much statement, the Master. Answer. The odds of me being forced to use such techniques against you has decreased, Master. There are some methods I could describe if you wish. Statement. Overwhelming odds is also a good tactic, Master. There are few Jedi that can long hold their ground against 100 attackers all firing at once, or being turned on by their own troops. But the most effective weapon against Jedi seems to be the erosion of the spirit. Answer. Revan claimed that psychological warfare against Jedi was important because much of their power comes from their state of mind, their connection to this religion called the Force. Revan said that many Jedi have the capability to form connections to life around them, although few of them realize the extent to which this is possible. Recollection. I believe my master speculated that many Jedi did not fully form such connections because of their discipline, because they never opened their lives to the passions around them. I believe Revan termed it that one would need to be a human being to develop such connections. It is something that the Jedi Code could not teach. One simply knew it instinctively or not. Observation. Master, I am somewhat surprised that I need to explain this to you at all, considering your past with Revan. Answer. Why, he said you had such capability, Master, but it would be your downfall. To tie so much of yourself into others, if they suffer or die, then you would die as well. Observation. I think Revan pitied you, Master. It was very insulting, if I may say so.
And what he's talking about here is apparently the exile has always had the ability to form bonds with people. And, you know, right now the insight is that, yes, in fact, it sounds like the Force bond we have with Kreia.
Clarification. Whatever it is called, Master, it seems to be quite a vulnerability. Revan even admitted as such. When a Jedi or any soldier suffers doubt, it weakens them. With the Jedi, however, it is more pronounced, since they are extreme examples. That is why Revan felt that Malachor 5 was so important. It was intended to be a conversion tool. Assessment. When faced with a continuous series of hard-fought battles, I detected a significant statistical increase in Jedi following Revan over the Jedi Code. A compromise in principles brought about by battlefield conditions. The emotional weight of war changed Jedi morale, power, and eventually their allegiance. Conclusion. I believe the Mandalorian Wars were to beat the Mandalorians, and also to allow Revan to build the foundation of his army.
Okay, and that particular one gives you more XP, a permanent wisdom bonus, and a permanent force bonus.
But I am surprised you have not already. Surely the loss of your troops and the Jedi who served under you at Malachor 5 had a detrimental effect upon you and your ties to the Force. And I suspect your desire to be around others ever again.
And that line there explains more about what actually happened at Malachor 5 and why you lost connection to the Force than anything else. We'll spell it out eventually, but there's a reason I went through the business of talking, you know, essentially getting influence with HK-47, other than the ridiculous thing of him being light side. And that mostly for that conversation, since that's an important part of the backstory. But now we're going to sort of slip back into character. Anyway, Beader has a little bit of extra conversation here.
Yes, General?
And essentially you can teach him some of the things that you've learned, and some of the forms, and also just give him
If
some
you think
XP.
they'll help. It'll take practice, but I think I can pick that up. Yes, General? Don't worry, I'm a quick learner. Thank you, General. That might prove useful in the future. Yes, General? Let's get to work then, General. That was a good workout, and a good learning experience.
Okay, but just some very basic improvements. We've been through quite a few conversations here. Visas might have something more to add, but I'm not going to talk to her yet. My next big conversation is going to be Mira, and there's a reason I'm holding levels on Mira, and yeah, she'll change classes too. But I'm probably going to hold that off because we've had a lot of dialogue lately, and I want to actually get back into, you know, playing the game instead of just talking to my companions. So this episode's going to be a little short, and next time we're going to go to Dantooine and actually do what we were going to do there and complete the area.